Hey, what's up? So I'm going to show you an introduction to web scraping with Cheerio.js. So you can think about it like jQuery, but you can run it in the backend. So web scraping, if you don't know, there is a lot of types or a lot of ways to do it. But mainly the goal is to extract data from web pages. So you will go and grab the HTML, you will do something with it and extract data from that HTML. Basically, that's the end goal. I will just show you the basics. So I'll use Cheerio. So to start, I will create a new or an empty directory. So mkdir, which stands for make directory, called web scraping. You will find a repo for this code at the end. So I will just init npm, then I will install. So we have npm, we have the package.json, sorry. So npm install Cheerio, and I will install node fetch to use the a function called fetch, which is the same function in the browser that allows us to send HTTP requests. And I will use it's not, you don't need to use this, but I will use a package called short ID. You will find the link in the description for all of these. You can see them, so you can see them in npm. Cheerio is the web scraping package, which is just jQuery in the backend. Short ID will generate random IDs for us. It's like UUID, but it's shorter. Yeah, I thought it's really cool to show you something like this. So let's open this in code. So what I will do, there is this website called infinitesymbol.net. To be honest, I'm not sure what this is, but I found the HTML for this page is really simple, so we can parse that for some information. So to start, I will create a file called index.javascript. So this video will be just like a starter. So I will get a function from Cheerio. So require Cheerio, and I will get the function called load, which takes a string which represents HTML. This load function will parse it. So first thing I need to do is to get that HTML. So I will use the fetch API to do it. So const fetch will be equal to require node fetch. Now I'll create a function which will be an asynchronous function. So async, like this. So const URL will be equal to this website for now. Now const HTML string will be equal to await. So I will call fetch and await it for the URL. This will return a response. I will convert this response to text. So wrap this in parentheses, then dot text, and this also returns a promise. So I will await that as well. Okay. And now const $, which is the same thing they do in jQuery. They assign the jQuery function or object to this $. So load will be HTML string. So let me output this so you can see it. And let's just start this function for now. So node dot, we will see yeah, as you can see, this is the HTML for that page. So reset everything, and this is this line. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a file and I will save that HTML in it, just to show you. So const, I will require from the fs module, this is built-in module in Node.js. I will require the write file synchronous. So I'll just write a file in a synchronous way. Okay. So I'll use backsticks here. So I'll create another folder called HTMLs. I'll put all the created HTMLs here. So go to that, then create a new file name here. So here I will use the short ID function. It's called generate. I'm destructuring these. It's called destructuring this syntax. So this exports an object, and inside of this object there is a function called load. I'm just getting that property and assigning it to a variable called load. This is equivalent to something like this, but it's a shortcut. Okay, so I will put here generate dash there.now and invoke it, then dot HTML, and the data to save is the $.HTML. So the difference between this HTML string and the output from this function is that this will return the HTML representation after you modify anything inside of it. Okay, so if this parses the HTML as a DOM, and you can modify that DOM whatever you want. You can actually select it the same way you select the DOM or select nodes from the DOM using jQuery. So after you do anything you want from that with that DOM, you can retrieve the HTML representation like this. So let's remove this, and I think this is it for the first video, and let's look at the HTML we got. So this is HTML for that page, which is very nice. So this is just a starting point. Next I will show you a couple of examples, and I will end this. It's very small series, so I will just end it with a small project where we convert the DOM into JSON, and there is actually I built an application with this kind of concept. It's called Yedua, but you give it a link. You choose the type of the representation for the DOM. You click generate. So this will go and parse that HTML with web scraper using Cheerio, and will convert the DOM into JSON. After they do that in JSON, it will return it to the front end, and the front end will render this HTML representation. So this is the same page as here, but you can choose the levels. So one level will only go from parent to child, and that's it. So from body to head it will go only one child, and for each child it will go only one level. If you choose infinite, it will get you the whole DOM and try to render it. So if you actually put a very big website, this might take a long time. So as you can see, it's a little bit slow, even though this is a very small website. So and actually there's a lot of other types of trees. So this is forced tree, and this is normal tree, as you can see. It's just a proof of concept application, but I'll show you how we can use web scraper to convert DOMs into JSON, which I think this will be or might be a good library. Maybe someone will need this, but yeah, thank you.